Jai Narayan student, welcome back here. I hope all are well. Now myself NIDHI LAL. Today we going to discuss chapter number 2, and chapter number 2 is physical features of India, and in this lecture number 4, and lecture number 4 is discuss firstly the northern plain. Now start. See the map. First of all, first is the Indus river, and second Ganga river, and third is Brahmaputra river. Now it is the help for learning very easily, and explain this plain is formed by the three river system, and show the map the Indus and the Ganga and the Brahmaputra along with their tributaries. And this plain is formed by the alluvial soil, and it is spread, it is spread the over finally over and in area of 7 lakh square kilometer. And second map show 7 lakh square kilometer of area, and these plains are about 2400 kilometer, 2400 kilometer long, and long means length, and between 240 and 320 kilometer broad means breadth. Now firstly are you see that first is the Indus, second Ganga and Brahmaputra river, and this plain is formed by the three river system, the Indus, Ganga and the Brahmaputra, and along with their the tributaries. Now see in this topic already discussed the northern plain, it is formed by the interplay of the three major river system, the Indus and the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. And now the northern plain is spread over an area 7 lakh square kilometer, 240 kilometer long, and 240 kilometer to 320 kilometer broad. The river that flow to the plains from the mountain are involved in depositional work, and differences in relief causes the northern plain to have 4 reasons. How many reasons? 4 reasons, and one by one discuss. Firstly, discuss the Bhabar. Bhavar is importance firstly after descending from the mountains, and the rivers deposit pebbles in a narrow belt of about 8 to 16 kilometer in width, and laying the parallel to the slopes of the Shivalik, and it is known as Bhabar belt. All the river is disappear. All the river is disappear in the Bhabar belt. So now very simple definition कि Bhabar is laying at the foot of Shivaliks, are narrow 8 to 16 kilometer wide belt of pebbles. Now next, Tere is the south of Bhabar belt. The streams and river re-emerge and create wet, swampy and marshy region, and known as Tere. Earlier it was a thickly forested with a lot of wildlife, but now most of the forests have been cleared for agriculture land and to settle the migrate from Pakistan after independence. It is the main story of Terehi, and importance firstly कि some forests still remain here, and very famous of Dudhwa National Park is located in this region. Now again word I repeated कि in this region कि Dudhwa National Park is located in this region. So there is a very simple easily definition कि laying next to Bhabar, a wet and marshy area with wildlife and forest. Now Bhangar is the very important कि Bhangar, the largest part of the northern plain consisting of an older alluvial and is known as Bhangar. It presents a trace like a features and contain the calcareous deposit known as Kankar. Why not are you know that कि older alluvial plains which rises the level of the floodplain, and firstly कि Bhangar is the soil is the older alluvial soil, and the largest part of the northern plain consisting of older alluvial, and it is called Bhangar. Clear? And next see one by one this map showing कि first is the Bhangar, and second Khadar, फिर भाबर एंड तेरई. सी learn by one by कि first भाबर, खादर, तेरई एंड भंगर. Now second see map ki the northern plain, firstly the Punjab plain, the Ganga plain, and third the Brahmaputra plain. Parts of northern plain, there are the three parts of northern plains. Okay, there are three parts of the northern plain. Firstly Punjab plain, Ganga plain, and Brahmaputra plain. But Punjab plain, it is the western part of the plain, and show this area for western part of the plain, and it has been formed by the Indus and there's many tributaries. Okay, many tributary, and the largest part of this plain lies in Pakistan, and the Indus and its tributaries like Jhelum, the Ravi, Satluj, Beas, and the Chenab, many tributaries of and many river system, and originate in the Himalayas. And the Punjab plain is also dominated by Doabs, and Doabs meanings two water. Okay. And now next we discuss Ganga plain, and Ganga plain, it is the middle part. See this map of showing the middle part of the plain. Again it is the middle part of the plain, and it extends from the Ghangar river in Haryana and to the Tista river in West Bengal, and through the states of Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and partly Jharkhand and West Bengal. And last is the Brahmaputra plain, and Brahmaputra plain, it is the eastern part of the plain. Yes, see the picture map. Third is the Brahmaputra, and it is the eastern part of the plain, and it extends from Assam to Bangladesh. Clear? This state for Assam to Bangladesh. Now next, Khadar. Khadar is the very last region and last soil name, Khadar, and the lowest region is the flood plain and known as the Khadar. The soil here is renewed. Okay, renewed means new. Okay, new, younger, nai. The soil is here is renewed, and whenever there is a flood, and almost every year, so this area is fertile and best of intensive agriculture. Okay, this area is fertile and best for intensive agriculture. The very simple words, younger alluvial of the flood plains. And last topic, the peninsular plateau. The peninsular plateau is the tableland formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land. And it is main importance कि this is the tableland composed of the old crystalline and igneous and metamorphic rock. किससे composed हुई है ये? That this is the tableland is composed of the old crystalline and igneous and metamorphic rock. It was formed due to the breaking up and drifting of Gondwana land, and thus it is a part of the oldest land mass. And the plateau has broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills. Okay, rounded hill. So last, firstly, the plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Highland and the Deccan Plateau. And Central Highland is discussed कि this is the part of lying north of the Narmada river, which cover most of the Malwa Plateau. The Vidhan of ranges of is bounded to the Central Highland on the south, and the eroded the broken Aravallis on the north and west. And its a further westward extension gradually merges with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan, and it slopes from south to west or north to west, and it is indicated by the flow of the Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, and Ken rivers. And the Central Highland are wider in the west but narrow in the east. And eastern is a consist of the areas known as the Bundelkhand, and Bundelkhand. And now next, the Chota Nagpur Plateau marks the further